boys, we're doing Lethality Briar with the new and updated defensive item build. So you notice from the thumbnail, right? People are going Death's Dance instead of Edge of Night, which for me, Edge of Night is my goat, but gotta put some respect on Death's Dance. The item actually is just not okay. If you get to trade out 1 kill in a team fight, then you cleanse all the damage that you would have taken and heal a little bit, and that just ends up being super valuable. Death's Dance is definitely on like the chopping block of items that somehow don't get nerfed but literally need it, and it's not looking like it will be even in Season 16. So this is definitely a sleeper build that I feel like people aren't running enough. So we're going Hubris first, into Collector, then Death's Dance, and runes are right next to the camera like it's nothing. And let me tell you, man, a lot of people have been like, Logan, where are the uploads at? And I have been locking in 8 hours of solo queue every day because we were pretty deep in our challenger grind, and we got challenger and then ping-ponged it 4 times, and now it's end of season, and making content in challenger right now at end of season has been terrible. The game quality is so bad, people are just, oh my god, man, they are having rough days through and through. So I thought it would be pretty chill to just have a tuber game where I get to play a build that I want to play, rather than Titanic Black Cleaver every game, which is my favorite build, of course. But, you know, a little bit of variety, changes up stuff, makes you look at the game a little bit differently. And then you take what you learn on this build, swap it back to your main build, and then you've learned something and improved your gameplay. So that's all we got going on here. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, we're just doing a little life enjoying now. Again, Halo Blade's Lethality is definitely a top 3 build for Briar, so I'm a big fan of it. Of course, you guys already saw all the posts, right? I mained this build to Grandmasters, so obviously, Logan, do you think it's a good build to climb? Of course I do, and so much so that I did it, just to prove that you could. Because there are so many Lethality haters. They're like, just Bruiser's the only way to play kind of people, and I don't really agree with that. I think it is the most effective, of course. But, like, is it the only way to play? Hell no. So, had to silence some haters there. Not gonna lie, our Raptors taking so long at the start of the game to go back and watch it. The long Raptor clear actually, like, made it kind of rough to get the reset. But we're going to see if Shaco will walk here just because we saw him walking this way. And it looks like he will. You got a bubble. Nice, we're going to buffer E into that same bubble. And he queued badly. If he queued literally any other direction, that was fine. But he didn't factor in a few things like, hey, Briar's already Eing. She predicted it. And 2, that bleed shows where Shaco is. So I know you guys are loving the get to watch a Shaco player die moment. And I don't know, man. I mean, like, finding an opportunity like that really just comes from opportunity, right? So we had a ward there that my team placed, so I made a play off of it. If that ward wasn't there, we could have maybe predicted it, but I likely would have went to my camps instead and just called it a day. My god. I can actually help them push a little bit. They don't really want me to get many last hits, so I'm just going to dip, but I think we're doing all right. Nice. Go right to Hubris. Now, these 2 components are 600 gold, so basically I'm just looking at this and this. It's not worth the wait, you know, extra, what is that, 46 gold for another longsword. This build doesn't hate ability haste at all, even if you're just grabbing something. Nice, good kill. Ooh, this guy's making this play. It's not that good. He might go diagonal, so I'm going to not walk into the blast cone. Just in case. We can hop the wall on him. He has no Q or flash, so he's just dead here. And yeah, I don't really know too much about that invade. It seems like, what did he have? He had 28? Yeah. It seems like he went for a wolf invade over Gromp. And that's one thing that I talk about a lot, is that, like, you have to think of the security of the camp, right? Like, you know, going for a wolf invade is deeper into my jungle than going for, you know, Gromp. So you're trying to be a little bit more effective in your invades. Take the camp that's a little bit closer to your side of the map. Now, it's likely that he took that because Grump wasn't up, or maybe he just didn't check it, but either way, sometimes even just waiting an extra second might be the difference. Because, like, in that circumstance, if he waited for my Grump, did my Grump, I would have cleaned up all of Wolves and likely have been late to getting that check, so not too bad. My mid wants to recall because she's low mana and likely has a good bit of money. I'm going to try and help her get her wave in. And if this fight goes well, the fight goes well. Nice. 1 minion will give me level 6, so I know I have that. Good. And again, this is just standard Raptor start where we have a heavy focus on camps. That's just the way to win League right now. He did just do the pit with E, but I don't think he'll do much with that. I'm kind of on the greed angle here where I just want 600 gold before I recall. So I'm kind of chilling. There's not too much pressing on the map right now. It's usually good to try and like read the flow of a game. So in this current match, like, you know, we're currently ahead. So me taking my time and slowly farming is good. But if there was a reason to like push the envelope, then we would. But excuse me, currently there's no real reason to. We can go low and slow here. Again, when you're ahead, it's easy to assume that you will continue to stay ahead. So I don't need to like overzealously make any plays or anything like that. I can just chill out. Go straight to my first item. It looks like I'll have like a 9-minute hubris, which is actually pretty damn good. If it works out that I can somehow get like prio on my solo lanes, then I'll go to neutrals. So we're gonna look for that for sure. What's prio? It's just their waves hitting the turret. So like, oh, right here. Looking for another invade. He's going to place a trap in here. It's likely going to hit me. And I'm going to Q it. We're going to do our thing. Now it looks like he's trying to do another weird play with his Q. He's going to Q over the wall likely. He's trying to bait us into the choke here. I'm okay to just start the neutral and just ping for help. We know that the real one's back there, so this one can't smite. We can E that away. He's going to try and steal one, then we can ult him. He's not really thinking about his interactions too much here. He is just a silly little guy. I'm not going to lie, this guy has never played against a Briar a day in his life, it seems, because, I don't know, the one way that I see that is that's a player that has always had people make mistakes into him rather than like actively pursue a winning game plan. Where like, you know, when he stands in that bush, sends his ult clone, like he really thinks I'm just gonna hit that thing, keep it moving, not just cue the grub, right? But, you know, when you realize that if you just, you know, proceed with an actively, you know, positive game plan, the game looks a lot different because you're not just preying upon mistakes. You can fall back on people making mistakes, which is what you want to do. Collector real quick. Oh my god, APM diff. We're good. We got hubris in our boots. Usually I say don't get crit cloak, but we're ahead this game, so we can likely do some chilling. Nice. I mean, this game's going well. Again, we're sticking to the game plan. If a wave state is like turbo bad for them, then we'll walk to it or ult it. But outside of that, I'm just going to stay on the farm and get objectives. That's how you stay strong in these lobbies. Good. Nice. So they did just get that. I'm scared they might be on it, so instead of Wing over, I'm going to Q over. They could still gank me here, but it seems like my team's doing some good stuff. Seems like Shaco's obviously right there. I'm looking for this. If they don't have vision in the pit, then they might not expect me hopping over and doing this. Seems like they're going to check it now. Nice. Knock him away to get the smite. We can now look. We have no E, so we do have to deal with that a little bit. Try and slide away from the Victor. W a little bit. They might flash for me. Buffer E. Oh my god, you're mad. Oh my god, you're so mad. He missed ball kick. What are these players, man? This is truly end of season gameplay. I don't know what to tell you guys. These are some of the most basic mistakes of all time. I don't know how they... look, man, hey. I'm not them, yeah? This is Masters. This is the state of Masters right now, by the way. Where people are just so tilted that they can't even hit basic spells on Briar right now. I guess if Vayne's play wasn't bad, Victor didn't really have much of an option, right? We were just super fed. But Millia missing ball kick, that's got to be the pressure's on. We've all been there, but goddamn, man. It sucks when it's you. Now we're just back on camps, really just trying to get our collector here. If there was a neutral, we'd play for that, but until then, we just look for camps. So while I'm rotating to my raptors here, I see this guy stepping up, so we're just going to run at him, really. 1, 2, 3. Good. When you're playing higher damage builds, you're able to take a trade like that, and it's not as painful. Like, if that was Bruiser there, I likely wouldn't have done much damage to him, but... because I am lethality this game, we are doing fine. One thing I have noticed is that, like, when I'm streaming or I'm checking YouTube comments, a lot of commenters are, like, super disingenuous in a way that, like, for example, like, this enemy team, right? Like, this team looks like they're, you know, like, or rather, I think one of the bigger comments I see a lot is someone like, wow, this is Masters, WTF, looks like silver, haha, I see all their bad plays. And it's like, it's more to it than that, bro. Like, a Masters player will make a Masters player ahead will make a Masters player look like they're nothing, because it's just how it works, right? You get better at taking a small lead and making it something big. And the reality is that the massive options that you get from being you know, ahead, I can do whatever I want in this lobby. Whereas when I'm behind, yeah, I could get better at being behind, but that doesn't mean that it's going to look that much different. I mean, being behind means that I know to farm. That's really it. You know, so I think it's like one of the worst comments ever. It's like, WTF, these guys are Masters, and it's like, yeah, you can poke fun at, like, them missing spells, of course, but, like, you know, these players can have this one bad game, and then if you unfairly judge them as if this is their whole league career, it's like, what are we doing here? So I don't know, there's my mini rant. A lot of people just, like, give enemies some shit. Like, dude, we all look like silvers when we're behind. Oh, our first death. Thought we were gonna get our perfect game. But yeah, I don't know. So there's just a lot to it, man. Reality is that, like, you guys, or rather, the people that do that would not do it if it was them, right? They would be like, well, think about this, like, you know, ADK would be like, well, my support entered, or I ganked mid and then he threw, you know, and everyone would have a reason. But when it's not you, people tend to, you know, do that good old, like, he might buffer Q3, so I'm going to buffer my E. He's going to ult me, and life's going to suck. Live. Nice. But, you know, when it's you, you judge whatever happened based on, like, your intentions, right? I intended for this to be a winning game. But when it's someone else, you only view the results, right? Oh, he tried to help me. But, you know, it didn't work out, so, oh, this kid's griefing. Oh, how do you mess that out? Even I know not to do that, you know, and it's like, not how it works, man. You got to try and give everyone that little bit of understanding. Goes a long way, man. But yeah, I don't know what you guys are up to, man, but New Year's have been pretty good for me, man. I hit the grocery store. I started cooking a little bit more. Been to the gym on my decent schedule. And getting up early just because, man, I don't know. I think 2026 definitely want to be, you know, nice to me. Where, like, I definitely am having, like, a very real fair share of, like, things that I don't want to happening. But I think, like, in stride, they could be things that, you know, might work out. And it's tough sometimes to think of it that way. Flash W2, pray. Can at least get this out of the way now so he can kill. Nice. I mean, they're gonna FF, right? But yeah, so, like, you know, I didn't get to go to, you know, rank 1 2400 LP like I wanted to. And let's say I end at something super low for me, like 600 LP, right? Just for example. If I did that, sometimes it's hard to see the reality that that would be something positive, because it's like, well, I want 2400 LP and I was given 600. Like, how do I make that positive? And I think it's the lesson learned of like, hey, whatever happened here, those parts that I could control, I needed to get better at controlling them. And it sucks to wait a year to have another chance at, you know, manipulating those circumstances, because they'll likely look different in the next year and so on. But I think that's just the unfortunate part of life, man. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, you know? If you always knew the exact right answer to everything, man, you'd likely live life a little bit different. So that's something that I'm currently dealing with, where I'm like, you know, I don't know. You always want more for yourself, of course, but whatever you're given, just being happy with it and, you know, taking it in stride. One thing that I definitely realize that I don't care a lot about nowadays is like, always chasing the next rank. Years ago, my first time getting Challenger, I like really cared about it. And it like consumed me, bro. It really did. Like, I was always chasing that next rank. And I actually DM'd Riot August about it. You know, not to leak DMs or anything, but I was like, hey man, I got Challenger with Briar, and suddenly, like, why did I go to him for this? I don't know. I'm sorry, bro, if you're watching this. But I was like, life feels just turbo empty. Is there like anything I can do from like his perspective? You know, like, you know, my idea was that, like, you know, he's like one of the faces of the you know, balance team or whatever. And I was like, well, I've already gotten Challenger with this champion, which is a rarity that not a lot of people do. Is there like something like I'm missing that I should be, you know, doing? And he basically, you know, didn't really like give me something in that way where it was like, yes, this is the next thing, go do it. But he was very very open about telling me, like, finding joy in only at least if I remember it correctly, he said like something like finding joy in only your accomplishments is like, that's kind of not the thing. And if I'm wrong and I'm misquoting that, it is what it is. I'm trying to turbo paraphrase, and it was like a conversation from years ago. But this is how I understood it. Yeah, I understood it where he was leading me in a direction saying, like, you know, you should enjoy what you do in the processes and everything that comes with it. And then when the accomplishments come, enjoy them then. You know, and through my understanding of it that way, it took me till now years later, to feel like I understood the point here. By the way, we're on Death Stance, so hopefully we see some good value here in a second. I mean, this guy just dies, right? Yeah, it took me a very long time to feel like I understood that, because I, you know, sometimes I see people, you know, commenters or, you know, people talking about, like, you know, just whatever topic, and if Briar comes up or I come up, you know, there's like negativity, like, oh, he, you know, this guy's only Challenger, he's not, you know, 2500 LP Challenger or whatever the fuck, I don't know, whatever random person number 17 has to say. And I was thinking, it's like interesting. He might die to Collector. Hey, look at that heal though. And I thought it was interesting to think of it that, wow, they all turn. Oh my God. I'm flying. Because, I don't know, man. It's just like, I realized that I wasn't enjoying the processes enough to, a lot of you guys here, I'll throw you guys a build real quick. A lot of you guys do like Sundered Sky with Lethality Start, so I'll give you guys that. A lot of you guys have been asking for this. Yeah, so it was like one of those things that, like there, you will succeed at something. If you just show up every day, you give it an honest try, and you do your best, you'll succeed in something. It might not be the thing that you want, but you might realize that this new other thing is cool. And, I don't know, man, it kind of helped me now, seeing that, you know, 2026 is like a fresh start for me. Because although, you know, some people see where I'm at and they're like, damn, I would really like that. You know, I mean, grass is always greener, of course. Wow, that aggroed? Shit, Briar's OP. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot to it, man. Whereas, like, I don't know. I can kill this like it's nothing. Just gonna ult. We know where someone's at, right, Victor? No? I'd die if I do this. Go. So yeah, that's basically what I've been trying to do lately, is just, No! I'm fine, but I think he kills me here. No! One more auto and we got him. Not gonna lie, I thought my flash would put me outside of that box, but I don't know, man. I've been playing for 10 hours. It is what it is. So yeah, that was like one of those things that, like, I don't know, man. It took a little bit for me to, like, kind of resonate with in a way where I was like, damn, I do kind of need to just pick things that I enjoy doing and just do those things, you know, as long as they're within the realm of things that I should be doing, right? Like if I enjoy going golfing and I just stream golf, you know, and you know, that does nothing positive for my life, that's probably not within the realm I should be doing things. So like, within the realm of making content and whatever it is, you know, I should be doing that. And so I feel pretty good, and the start of this conversation was basically talking about 2026 being different and new for me. Just, you know, it's a fresh start, man, and that's, so what does that mean for the future? I would say that, you know, it leaves me in a spot where, like, I want to just fully send it for things that I want to do, especially, like, within the content creator or league space. So I used to not want to play other champions because, you know, there would be a massive loss in people that gave a fuck about what I was doing. And, you know, you want to, you know, do shit that everyone thinks, or that most people think is cool. You know, like, why would you want to do something that less... Bang, by the way. Death Stance almost cleared that if I got one more fucking, one more kill during that. That was a huge E, though, no? Nice. But yeah, so I'm in this spot now where, like, within the close future, if you wanted to know, like, where this channel's going, if this channel's for you, by the way, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not gonna full camera. Like, comment, and subscribe. There you go. But, yeah, it's, you know, if you're wondering about the future of this channel, like, you know, I think it's okay to say that, like, my bare bones content will be, Briar, because it's what I like to do. Champion that I like. I like teaching this champion. I like playing this champion. I like, you know, I wouldn't really say I'm the face of this champion, but I like trying to be the face of this champion. And, yeah, that's just it. But League's a cool game with a lot of different cool characters and a lot of different really cool, like, nuances to learn, just in general. So I expect to see more Logan Jungle and other shit, because I've played this game since Season 2 when I started. And, like, guys, I played other champs for 11 years before Briar, man. The game is cool. League's a badass game. And because of that, I want to play other shit, and I want to teach other shit. Yo, this is for my Cassante haters. Even got the wall interaction on him. Field's too close to a wall like that I can't go through, but he can. Then it'll slide like that. What about my Vayne haters? Any Vayne hating? But yeah, so so there will be other shit that I'm going to do, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun with, and I'm not mad about it, really. You can always turn on your sweeper to mess up his stuff like that. Give me W2. Oh my god, dude, Vayne and Shaco are here. Idiots, man. Yeah, so that's the cool part, and I look forward to it. And that's it. And sometimes, man, I've often taken comments like when people say, "Oh, no Briar," and I've taken them like super personally, like, you know, like, hey, I'm still Logan Jungle. I'm still the guy that you know, maybe taught you Briar. I still have a lot of cool things to teach, and there's a lot of cool things you can learn about other champions. And I've taken it so personally because I'm like, damn, why do people not fuck with me in that way? And I realized that there's a portion of those people that is true, and they don't give a fuck unless I'm on Briar. And if that's the case, that sucks. Oh well. And a lot of people just type things and just type things, you know, just to say stuff, and they don't actually mean those things. So unless someone like outright says something like that, I shouldn't really take it that way. Told you guys I was a master, by the way. But let's see. D1. D3 Smurf. There we go. There we go. There we go. You get the point. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is the second time with Death Stand second. It's cool, man. It definitely does crank some work. Although my deaths didn't really give it a good shining that time, it does work. That was admittedly a weird game. But yeah, so TLDR, you know, hey, Lethality's cool and play it. Yeah, this channel will definitely have a lot of new shit going on, and I'm excited about it. And, you know, if you're happy to enjoy through that, fuck yeah, happy to have you. If not, that's okay. There are, I've realized this, there's so many great content creators out there. There will be someone for the day that you find that Logan Jungle isn't for you, but Logan Jungle will still be here. So the day that you realize, like, damn, you know what? I wonder what he's doing. He'll be there. He'll be chilling, man. I'll be here for the day. So I'm gonna take a smaller step away from feeling the Briar pressure that, like, I need to be doing this. That's it. And we'll see where it goes. And I don't think that if you in stride make a beneficial change to your life, that it'll not pan out. So with me actually believing that, I'm going to do that, and I look forward to the success of it. But there's a little bit into my life. I thoroughly understand that y'all's life is just as crazy, and that's awesome. Feel free to let me know what you're doing in 2026, man, or how you want to change for the better. Obviously, I still have a lot of fucking work to do, man, so it is what it is. But, yeah, man, that's basically it. It's that, like, you know, I don't think I want to stay at the size of creator that I am, just humbly making Briar stuff. Like, there's more people on this earth that I feel like we as a community could make their day better, either by giving them a funny video, being part of the community, playing in some of the games, whatever it is. I feel like there's something there. So because of that, I'm going to pursue that, and that's it. So I don't know how we got this far. That was a cool game. Obviously, we shit on them, and it wasn't that close. But I do appreciate you guys watching. I hope this video that was supposed to be like, hey, look at Lethality, and turned into, hey, look at Lethality, and here's my life dump. But it is what it is. I appreciate you guys watching. hopefully you stick around for the ride. Obviously, you know, subscribe to the video, like it, leave a comment. What are you doing? Join the Discord. You wanna type some shit to each other? We could do that. And then obviously I'll see you guys on stream tomorrow. Twitch.tv Logan Jungle. So thank you so much. Have a good one, and hopefully this year is nice to all of us. Peace.